This is how clumsy I am.
I ordered the wrong size.
Guys, look at my shelf right now.
That's so pretty. Good morning. I woke up early today because I filmed a little quick reel for my Instagram, and also because we have a lot of catch up to do today. So the things I need to do for my business is just do some bookkeeping. I need to plan out which markets I want to apply for because I know applications are starting to open. Like there's one market in November and the applications are open now. So I need to plan which ones I really want to go to and plan out my inventory based on my markets. But I also want to make extra inventory for my stock at Shopmakers because I always prioritize that because I'm paying a subscription fee. But yeah, I need to do some bookkeeping. I need to plan my months for my markets. I also need to continue editing my Philippines vlog, which I already did for the first hour. We need to make some candles because we have no stock, barely any stock at Shopmakers. And also I need to make candles for my Valentine's market. So we need to do that. I got a few packages yesterday that I need to open and show you guys. I'm thinking of making more either Instagram posts or reels because there's weeks where I'm too lazy to film and I don't have anything to post. So that way I like to bulk film, if that makes sense, so that I have videos that I can put up those weeks where I have no footage. So we have a lot to do. That's why I woke up at 8 a.m. this morning so I can plan my whole year pretty much for my business. So let's get to it. I'm hungry, so I'm just gonna make some breakfast. So this is the final spread. Just toast and eggs and some coffee. Now we're just gonna eat. We're gonna just continue editing my vlog here. I'm thinking I'm gonna edit for maybe an hour more and then I'll go upstairs and actually unbox my packages and start making more candles. So we're back in my studio now. I got some packages to open up with you guys. These are all for my market prep and my Shopmakers stock. Well, I actually have a funny story with this one because I texted Ian because he works from home. So I asked him, hey, did you get my packages? Because I saw that they got delivered, all three of these. And then he's like, I only got one. I started panicking because I was like, where is my package? This one got lost. This one was just in our mailbox because it's from Canada Post. And you know, they have those community mailboxes now. This is the one he got, and this one got lost. So this one, they actually had proof of delivery, and I'll insert a picture of it here. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't look like our front step. We don't have a doormat. So I contacted Purolator, and then I told them what happened, and they weren't very helpful. They're like, well, did you see the proof of delivery picture? It got delivered today. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not my house. So then they're like, okay, you have to wait 2 to 3 business days. I think she escalated the ticket or whatever. So then they'll email me back in 2 to 3 business days. And I'm like, okay, I don't have that time to wait because my market is next week. But I couldn't do anything. I was just like, okay, fine. And then I asked Ian to look around again the neighborhood and see if my package, if he can see it at someone else's house. He didn't, but then eventually my neighbor, shout out to Mo, he dropped it off and said, yeah, he noticed that it's not for them, so he dropped it off because it has our address on it. And he's like, I don't even know how they mixed our houses because he has a big sign, his like address number on it. So yeah, that's the story. But I'm just glad that the package got to me because I don't know what I would have done. But these are the new labels I have for my Valentine's limited edition candles and also the spring collection labels. The spring collection I won't show you guys because I'm keeping that a secret until I launch. But I'll show you guys the Valentine collection ones. And I'm only making them in my 2-ounce jars. The 2.5. So this is the first one. It says Kyoto Temple Smoke and it says his. This is what the hearse looks like. I don't know what happened here or how it's different this time. But this is the size of the circular ones that I got. This is too small for this candle. I basically unboxed all of my packages. So the second one was this magnetic holder that I'm going to use for my markets. It comes with 2 letter sheets. I thought this was a better idea rather than printing my menu or my price list over and over again because I do continue to add more products. So it just makes sense to have something reusable instead of having to print each time I add a product to my collection. I did unbox my fragrance oils, and then for my label, I ordered the wrong size for my Valentine collection, which sucks because now I don't have any use for this. I'm thinking I'm just gonna cut it individually, give them as freebies. But it just sucks because I had to reorder the right size labels again today, just earlier, and pay for express shipping, which isn't cheap. So I'm kind of sad about that. Typically don't like doing this part of the candle making process because it's so tedious, but it has to be done. So to clean my jars, I just use rubbing alcohol and a microfiber cloth. And it's good to clean out your candle jars when you're making candles because the debris could affect how your candles burn. So I take this part very seriously. I've organized all of the jars in tents. So we're gonna make 10 scents in each scent. I'm gonna use a Costco receipt and label each one so that I don't get confused. Now it's time to wick all of these jars. I feel very productive because we made a lot of candles today. I'm not done yet. I'm still working. I just feel very proud of myself. We're melting more wax in the wax melter. While it's melting, I'm gonna rearrange my wicks for these mini candles. We're making 20 in total. They look very tiny compared to my full-size candles, but the clips and the stickers are the same size.
Stock version or a repurposed version, or maybe working with local shops, or I don't know if that's some goals going on with that, but have less goals and giants. So I guess the goal for next year.
I love listening to Monica, by the way. If you guys are wondering who I'm listening to, it's the one and only Monica.
It's like a vision for the year. So I think here we make the actual vision board, and then we can come back and touch this. Vision board looks any vision board I video or anything last, but like I knew it would look good. I love a good aesthetic. One is just truly like or one task or one.
So we're gonna wait for this last batch to cool before I pour them in the candle vessels.
Fabric, yeah, there's like nothing here. Also, what the heck, nothing. This and this. Questions on how to make them. Like those tote bags that I would make people. The place I purchased this from.
These are all the candles we made today. Tomorrow we'll continue prepping, such as cutting the wicks and also labeling these candles. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. All of the candles we poured last night have pretty much set, and the tops are pretty smooth, so I don't think I'm gonna heat gun any of them. I usually save my wicks that I cut in a Ziploc bag just in case in the future I want to make mini candles that are of the same diameter. Then I can reuse this wicks. I have my labels here in these envelopes, and they come in sticker sheets. I check the candles once more if it needs to be heat gunned, and I like to place my labels right where the wick is kind of facing towards me, if that makes sense. I'll show you guys an example here. So like so. And then the wicks are kind of facing towards the label. With all of these candles, I do put a warning at the bottom. So this is what the warning label looks like. It just has how to prevent like a fire, keep out of reach of children and pets, burning instructions as well. So those two labels go on all of my candles for markets and such, and my stock online. But for shop makers, it's a little bit different. Behind each of the candle, I need to put a SKU number. I just finished labeling all of my 7 ounce candles. Now it's time to put them on my shelf right here to set for about a week or 2 weeks or so. We'll put the top seller at the top, which is my matcha. The mini ones, I'll just leave on the table here for now because we haven't labeled them. So the core collection at the top, the last 2 10 ounces I have are of the matcha and the bakery. I don't know if I'm gonna bring that to the market. I kind of just want to keep it for myself, to be honest with you, because I feel very attached to my 10 ounces. Those are like my original size, my original candles that I made. So I kind of just want to keep it for myself. I don't know. But these are the 7 ounces matcha bakery. Then we have strawberry ube, brown sugar, and then like I said at the bottom, don't mind the garbage, but I just have my holiday collection at the very bottom. I did want to show you guys one more thing. I want to show you guys what I got from my fiancés. So I did get engaged in the Philippines. So we got a few gifts from relatives and such, but my fiance's sister, she got us, well, she got probably me specifically, this candle warmer lamp. That's what it looks like. It's so cute. This is what it looks like. And then there's different settings on the remote here. You can have it for 8 hours on, 4 hours, 2 hours. And then you can also change the brightness. You can adjust the height of the like little pedal to fit any size candle. And let's try turning it on. That's so pretty. So this is an option for people who don't like having an open fire because the heat of the light bulb will eventually melt the candle and release the scent. For like dorms and stuff, or like students who live in dorms, or like certain apartments who have certain rules where you can't have an open fire, I can still use my candles and just use a candle warmer lamp. So that's pretty neat.
Guys, look at my shelf right now. Isn't that so cute? With the candle warmer too. I love seeing my shelf fully stocked. I still have these mini ones to label, but I'm still waiting on the labels. Hopefully they come on time for my Valentine market.
So I just got back from Pilates. We got an Amazon package, so let's open it up together. I went to Omomo the other day with Ian. We went to 2 different locations trying to find this crate that I got a long time ago because I thought it'd be perfect to display all of my air fresheners. However, both locations didn't have it in stock. So I just got mine from Amazon. Came with, I believe, 4 big ones and then 4 small ones. Essentially, they're stackable and also foldable, so it's easy to carry basically anywhere you go. I'll have a bunch of air fresheners like so. We have some Amazon packages that came in. So these are the last few things that I am waiting for, that I need for my market. This is the wooden shelves like these that kind of just elevates my candles, but I wanted more variety. They basically stand like this, just a simple wooden shelf like this. I also want to unbox this guy. This is just my shopping bags. I do need to stamp them because they're just plain white bags. I do want to practice putting my panels up because I forgot how to do them. This is actually coming along really well. So I have my car air fresheners up on the top. I'm thinking since it's not that visible from afar, I'll open one of each and hang them. So on the left side, we have my holiday collection that I'm gonna bring and have it discounted there. And then some wick trimmers, my business cards. I'm not sure if I wanna keep it here or up here. And then we have our Valentine collection. I wanted it in the center because it is a Valentine themed market. And then we have our core collection here. I'm thinking of doing something here at the back. I'm just not too sure yet. I was thinking of putting my last 2 10-ounce candles back there. And then I also have these mini magnetic holders. So I'm just gonna set that up and see how it looks. I've already pre-cut them so that it's easy for setup. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Of course, I'll have my banner up. I'm too lazy to set it up right now, but yeah, I think this is it. Just need to print some labels for the sides and then that will be it.